We begin our sequence today lying on our back, pillow underneath your head, and 2 large pillows resting comfortably underneath your thighs. Place your feet together and let your knees rest out in a diamond position with the legs. As you lay in this position, allow the breath to enter into your abdomen and feel like your breath is coming all the way down into your pelvis. With each breath in, feel the abdomen swell and feel as though your seat bones at the base of your pelvis are gently moving apart. This allows the pelvic floor to lengthen in this position. Each time you exhale, allow your legs to comfortably drop down into the pillows. As you become more comfortable, you can move the pillows out and allow the legs to fall into a more open position. Breathing in through your nose, melting, sighing out through your mouth. Each exhalation allows you to melt further and further into the floor. Gently bring your legs together. We move the pillows out of the way. Take one knee up to your chest and slowly straighten the other leg out. Start with some easy rotations of the left leg round in the hip socket. Just take it into a gentle stretch. You want to keep all of your movements comfortable as you go. Support your leg and slowly extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot and gently press your heel towards the ceiling as you exhale and lengthen your leg. Then breathe in and allow the leg to melt in towards your body. Don't rush the movement. Gentle release, then an exhale to press up. Gentle release. Slowly take the left arm around the inside of the leg. Take hold of the foot and draw down so that the left knee comes out beside the shoulder, opening you up through the inside thigh muscles on the left leg. Sink into the position for a moment, then release your leg, bringing it back to the center, and bring your right leg up to meet it. We then swap over and repeat the pattern on the right side, starting with an easy circling. Slow, smooth movement, making sure that you keep the leg well supported. Moving now into that lengthening phase where you flex your foot, support behind the knee as you slowly pump your heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, pressing up, and then breathing in, melting your knee slowly down towards your trunk. Each time your leg releases down towards you, try and gain a little more range. Taking the right arm onto the inside of that leg, you slowly press down through the foot and open. The left hand can be placed on the front of the left hip to help keep the left hip from rolling over. Breathe easy into the position. Support the leg to bring it back through, and then bring both knees in towards your chest again, gently rocking, melting into the position. We move now to stretch both legs together, taking the feet on the inside and rolling the knees to the outside of the shoulders, feeling the stretch and then slowly just rocking to and fro in the position. Soften the muscles through your face and your shoulders and melt into the floor as you breathe. Enjoy the stretch for a moment. We get ready now to move out of that position, bringing your knees together, rolling onto your side and curling in like a ball, rolling back over onto your back, moving your legs into a diamond shape and taking it to the other side. Exhale to lengthen and open. Breathe in to tuck and curl. Breathe out to stretch and open. Inhale, flex through the spine, relax the head forward. Then exhale to sink back onto your back. Bringing your legs together, roll through your side, and we bring ourselves over onto hands and knees. Take your time now to settle into this position, stepping your hands comfortably below your shoulders, knees slightly wider than hips, pelvis directed above your knees. We stretch the back slowly up to the ceiling, and then bone by bone, release starting at the tailbone, moving through the rest of the spine. Take a breath in as you slowly roll the back to the ceiling, and then melt your breath away as you let your sternum sink towards the floor. Be sure to have your pelvis resting slightly behind your knees to support your lower back. Try not to allow tension to develop into your shoulders, keeping a long, relaxed neck through the movement. Make the movement smooth and aim to get movement at every point through your spine as you roll up and down. Changing to a wagging motion, tilting your pelvis side to side. Step your hands slightly forward and draw your pelvis right back over your feet, resting comfortably back, rocking forward and backwards, slowly and rhythmically. We get ready then to step one leg forward, bringing the left leg through to the outside of the hands, dropping your pelvis forward and rocking it back in that slow, rhythmical pattern. Feeling a stretch down the front of the right hip. And then as you come forward, use your left elbow to slowly press that left side, the inside shin out, to feel more of a stretch through the inside left thigh. Come forward, press out on that leg through the lower part of the leg and rock back. So we have a single side stretch through that left side. Pause momentarily before you step the leg back and move back into your gentle, flowing, rocking pattern. We prepare to do the same on the right. So you're going to step your right leg forward till it comes to the outside of the arms, and continue with that forward and backward gentle rocking motion, changing the stretch to run down the back of the right leg, and then we add a glide across to the side to achieve the inner thigh stretch on the right. Try and sink into the movement as you go to the end of range. Keep the movement slow and smooth. Take it at your own pace. From there, rest your pelvis back over your feet. return to the rocking motion. This time as you rock back, you're sweeping your pelvis from left to right in a U shape. Feeling the change in the stretch, sweeping from one side through to the other. Don't rush your movement, relaxing your chest wall down. Finally, taking those knees slightly wider, sinking back into that diamond straight stretch to feel the pull through the inside thighs on both legs. And then lift through your upper back. You'll feel a slightly stronger stretch as you bring your back up. Bring your knees together and sit softly back. From there, we move into a stretch for your bottom muscles and also through the front of the opposite hip. Take your right leg back behind, letting your knee lift up, and bring your left leg underneath so that it crosses over your body. In this position, you're going to move your pelvis on a diagonal, dropping the right hip forward and down, and then sinking back into the left. Lift your chest wall up now so that the arms are straightened, and continue with that diagonal rock. Walk your hands around to the left to achieve a stronger stretch to the front of the hip on the right side. And if you can, straighten out your right leg so that the knee lifts off. Return to the front, gradually stretching your trunk up towards the ceiling as you move in and out of the position, moving the stretch from the front of the right hip into the left bottom. Move back down onto your forearms and extend the right knee to allow you to bring the left leg back in. Curl for a moment back into resting position. And we prepare then to do the same on the other side, extending the left leg out. Tuck the ball of the foot under and lift the knee. Bring your right leg across. Sink back onto your forearms. Relax the left knee and move your pelvis on the diagonal across and up to the left, then melting back and down to the right. Don't rush the movement. Coming up onto your hands, continuing with the rocking motion. To achieve a stronger stretch through the front of the hip, we rotate around to the right, moving the pelvis on that diagonal, stretching through the front of the left hip, increasing the stretch by taking the right knee from the floor and lengthening through the heel. Walking yourself back around to face the front, stretching up that little bit further to increase the stretch through the front of that left hip, continuing to rock smoothly, lifting up through the left leg, sliding your legs back in, crouching over, and just relaxing into your breath, taking your breath into your tummy and gently rocking. Easy breathing, melting forward. Just enjoy that restful position for a moment, sliding your hands around to your feet and slightly behind. Lift up through your hips and open through your chest and the front of your hips. Bring your arms back around to the crouch position. Then slide them behind again, Take your weight back, drive up through the pelvis, take a breath in, enjoy that open position. Melt your pelvis back to your feet. Crouch forward. And again, bring your hands around. Take them behind your feet, open through the shoulders, chest and pelvis. Taking that lovely breath in, melting your pelvis down and relaxing forward. From there we come up to a supported squat position. Take both your pillows and bring your ball across. Step back with your feet wide apart and your heels up on the first pillow. Take your second pillow and just bring that pillow into a position that it's tucked right into the knee creases so that you can comfortably sink your pelvis back onto it into a fully supported position through the ankles, knees and hips. Knees are wide. You gently lean forward through the pelvis. Let your weight be partly supported on the ball. And use your arms, if you like, to press out into the knees. Feel your abdomen relaxing forward as you take your breath in. Take a moment to reposition, pressing those knees out, using the arms just above the elbows to lightly press out into your knees, and then using the breath to come all the way down into your pelvis, feeling as though the seat bones are widening lightly apart, and letting your body weight sink into the support of the pillows below. Draw the ball in close. Let your arms and your head rest comfortably onto the ball. If you don't have a ball at home, you could replace this with a chair and a pillow laid across the chair. Breathe easily into your abdomen, completely letting go of any tension that you're holding. Let the ball come forward, slowly roll forward so that you can lift the pillow out. Lay it across in front of you now, and you're going to slowly sink back into that supported squat stretch. So now you're sitting a little bit deeper into the stretch. If that's too much for you, continue to use the position with the pillow between the calves and the thighs. We now rock forward onto our knees, letting our knees sink into the pillow that's in front, and gently releasing the feet that are sitting on the back pillow. Take your upper body weight onto the ball and just slightly rock it side to side. We then lift our weight up, bringing your pelvis forward so that it sits just behind the knees, making smooth, full circles, painting a perfect circle with your tailbone, and then melting back for a moment. Easy breathing again down into your abdomen. Stay relaxed through the head and the shoulders. You can hug around the ball as you perform your circles. Take it slowly and easy. And then sinking back. Coming forward and sinking back. Continuing to circle through your hips. Continue with your breathing. Don't rush your movements. And melting back down, gently rocking side to side. From there, we move the ball away. We're going to take a moment to change your pillows. You'll just use one now. We're going into a hip flexor stretch. Take your right leg out in front of you and your left knee sits on the pillow. Take your body weight forward towards the front leg, bringing your left arm up and over to reach across to the right, and then bring your body weight back towards the back leg. Leaning forward, reaching over. Take a breath in. Exhale as you take it back. Then hold for a moment, enjoying the stretch. Changing around to the other side and repositioning your pillow so that your right knee sits on the pillow. Left leg is forward. And once again you move into your rocking, forward and back. Opening up through the right hip and the right side. Breathing in, leaning forward, reaching across to the left. And straightening back up. Enjoy that feeling of stretch all the way down through the right side as you hold and sink into the hip. From there, we bring both pillows back. Take your small pillow to support under your head and you're moving onto your back. The two pillows at the side start quite high, and you're going to use them just to rest your arms on. Take your feet wide apart, and you are moving into a wide knee rock. Let your thigh bones feel heavy as they sink into your hips, rhythmically moving them from one side to the other. Just lightly pressing down through the inside knee as you bring those knees across. Take it slowly. Feeling of stretch through the pelvis. Reposition your feet so that they're together and slide your pillows back down. We are returning to our open leg diamond shaped position. Let your thighs be supported once again on the pillows. Place your hands on your lower abdomen. Your whole body now should feel fully supported as you're breathing into your abdomen. And then on the exhale, just melting into those supportive surfaces.